Welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft, where this episode, we're actually going to get a full set of netherite pretty well. I say pretty well because the only thing we don't get is the hoe. That's the only thing we don't get netherite, but I mean, I could do it. But to do that, we need to get a few enchantments, and I decided to do a little stack upgrade real quick, like I said. Break this piece of cobble, and throw in a little iron bar to make it a little bit, for the heat to come out and make it a little bit more realistic. But we need to get emeralds and plus XP. So set up the iron farm, get some iron. We go over here, start trading some iron for emeralds. Not the greatest trade, but it works. It's emeralds and XP nonetheless, and I can always use my axe to have some levels and health because we have like 20 Fletchers that we can trade at all times, which we do. And another thing we do for enchantments is we go ahead and make a tier 30 enchantment table, which you think it'd go really well and it'd be really awesome, but we had a slight issue with ours. And no, it's not that we didn't have enough books. We had more than plenty enough books because I went around and gathered up from the surrounding 4 villages all the bookshelves that I could find, and I found 23 more. So I also had a bunch of paper lying around and books, and then make the enchantment table, and then we go find a place, put it down, which I put it right in front of the house because why not? I put it by the water. It looks really cool. I like the aesthetics of it. Definitely could have put it somewhere a little better, but I like where it's at. It's definitely, for a quick plop down, it's pretty cool. But throw down the bookshelves, get tier 30. Only problem is all the enchantments we can get is not the greatest. Not the greatest doggo, I swear. Not the greatest enchantments we can get. Best thing we get is boots, but that's not enough. I was hoping to get something really good from a pickaxe, but we only got Unbreaking 3. It was delightful, but everything else was pretty terrible. I mean, Fortune Hoe isn't the greatest thing, but it's also not the worst thing. So I kind of was going to skedaddle off. I was like, well, you know what? Let's see what book enchantments we can get. So break a bookshelf, go over here, slap it in, and production. Really? Like, I'm not getting anything good. So I went back over, traded with the villager a little bit more, and I was like, wait a minute. I forgot I have a toolsmith. The toolsmith gives an efficiency 1 diamond pickaxe. So I bought as many as I could and threw them on my pickaxe. So now I have efficiency 2. And then we come over here because, we're getting netherite. We kind of need to get out our diamond armor, and all the diamond armor enchants were trash. I mean, horrible, except boots, which we'll get to later on. But so I'm sitting here trying to get protection 4, and I went through mending. I went through infinity. I went through this. I went through that. And then after like 20 rerolls, I'm not even lying. I might be exaggerating a little bit. You can actually watch what's going down. Put it down. Protection 4, 32 emeralds. I was like, sweet. Works for me, chief. Works for me. But I was also needing to get, got protection 4, which is great. We buy up the books. I need 4 of those because there's 4 pieces of armor. And I mean, it's pretty cheap to enchant the armor. But I'm also going to get thorns because thorns is amazing. Only problem is, thorns is expensive to put on, and I didn't know this. The reason it's so expensive to put on is because when you start putting a lot of things on your armor, so you get a penalty for each one, which is why it's so expensive. But before that, get the best boots we can pretty well get. Depth Strider 3, Feather Falling 4, Unbreaking 3. Only thing that we need on it is Protection 4, Mending, and Thorns. And then Protection 4 Aqua Affinity Helmet. No complaints there. Efficiency 3 Axe, not the greatest thing, but not the worst thing. I was hoping for like efficiency 4 at least. That would be awesome. Didn't get it. Yeah. My enchantment luck is not the greatest on this world, to say the least. But, you know, it is what it is. But go ahead and throw some protection 4 on our diamond boots. Our gear is getting pretty kitted out. I was checking to see if there's proc 5 in the game. There was not. Gear's getting pretty kitted out for going into the Nether. I know I haven't made the Nether portal yet. And then right here, Thorns 3. I didn't show this one because this one took just as long as the last one, and I didn't feel like having this video being like 30 minutes long because of me re-rolling stuff. But I finally got mending. Buy 4 of these books because mending's... I'm so glad mending's in the game. It's so good. It's so good. I was gonna get mending as well, but we already had mending beforehand, and then I messed up and somehow traded a respiration villager. I remember doing that, but I did, so now respiration, which isn't the worst thing ever because I can use it for the water temple, the water guardian. Not planning to though. And then had a slight hiccup. I thought I was recording my way through the Nether. I was not at all. Found another fortress. It got hairy. It got scary. I mean real scary. I was withered and got taken down to 2 HP. And I'm sitting here and I'm going back home and I get stuck. So I had to like start a new world, like a duplicate the world, and found my way home. And I get back. Well, I get to this point right here and I'm like, I haven't been recording because my software has not been open. I was fuming because it was terrifying. Like, I mean, absolutely terrifying. I thought I was going to die multiple times and was very scared because I had full diamond armor, protection 4 and everything, Thorns 3 on one of my pieces, and I was just like running into constant wither skeletons. I was constantly getting lit on fire. It was not a happy time for me. I wasn't a happy camper. And I didn't get any of it. And it made me so mad. I was really, well, I wasn't mad. I was upset. I was disappointed in myself for not making sure my OBS is open and recording. But we eventually found our way home from the Nether fortress. And all in all, it was pretty nice. This is my little, there's my little Nether portal. It's under the water by the house. I don't know. I decided to put it there. I enjoy it. But it was pretty fruitful. Like I said, we went to another fortress. It went really well. Ignore the copper everywhere. That is for a different video. For a very different video, which is I'm gonna make. But then I realized how long it takes to oxidize copper, and I was like, I'm not doing that. But there we go. I will show the inventory here in a second because I'm gonna go put it in a chest. But like I said, found another fortress, found a bunch of soul sand, got a bunch of nether warts, got armor trim, found some diamonds, which was really nice. I found got a wither skull, which I was really surprised about because I'm not the luckiest on getting those at all. And I'm really surprised because I didn't have looting 3. But I got one, so now we need 2 more. We can take on the wither, which will be absolutely terrifying for me. But I do have, you know, by the end of this we have full netherite, so I mean, it might not be as scary. I'm gonna say, yeah, it might not be as scary with full netherite, but you know, I'm also terrified to fight the ender dragon. But no more than getting back home, I pretty well start making potions, gearing up because you can't get netherite without netherite upgrade. So I quickly, yeah, gotta get some glass so I can make some bottles. Quickly just break into the wall here, throw down some water, throw down the enchantment tables, the brewing stands, and just make some fire resist potions because, well, we can have them. I'm also very unlucky when it comes to the nether and lava, so. And that happens when I'm getting netherite too. It was scary for me. I mean, I lost like a heart, maybe half a heart. So it was like scary for me because I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna die because I'm in a pool of lava. But I was like, oh well. And ignore my brain here. It was early morning when I was doing all this. Very early morning. And if you pay attention to the days played, I have played for quite a few days since the last episode because, well, like I said, ignore the copper. I'm literally trying my hardest to oxidize a bunch of this for a project, to say the least. We're just going to say a project for now. It's hopefully going to be starting up next episode. Hopefully. Because I actually got a little blessing when it comes to the oxidized copper. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I found a lot of it. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, make some fire resist potions. Yeah, no more than we get out of the nether, we go like right back in to find a bastion to get a treasure room. So we can get the netherite upgrade kit. Because you have to get to a bastion. And I don't like that because every time I go into a bastion, I die. Very quickly. I mean, like, I'll very quickly die. Because yeah, I don't know, I'm not as careful as I could be on this game, especially on hardcore. So I'm just like constantly dying and restarting, if you can't tell. I think this is like the third iteration of the hardcore world series. I think the third. I want to say it's the third, but so far it's going great because this time I just don't really care and I'm just kind of going at it. And getting the full diamond armor set at the get-go made this so much easier. And I was all kitted up and ready to go. And I was at the port and I was like, wait a minute. I need a golden helmet so I don't get hit by piglins. But here we are, on our way to find a bastion. And another portal. It's kind of nice. It's nothing crazy. It's something that's simple. I like it. It's elegant. And you know, it wasn't too hard to find another bastion, honestly. I found some, I think it's another waste biome is what it's called. I was kind of running, and we're not that far from the portal, because I think the portal is like 178, 50 something. Yeah, so we're like 300 or 400 blocks away from the nether portal. So we're not that, like, it wasn't too crazy to find for a change. Like, this nether is actually pretty nice. I'm definitely going to make videos of like making railways to some things, like here for magma cubes. Because I didn't break the spawner, so I'm gonna come here for magma cubes and then to the nether fortress, so you can definitely see like things are not that far away, which is really nice. And you can call me a bitch all you want. I straight up dug to the bottom of it and I tunneled into the center. Like, I dug to the bottom and dug into the middle to see if there's a treasure room. Because yeah, I'm not gonna go through this whole thing. And then I'm sitting here and I was like, oh, that's a big pool of lava down there. I'm like, I'm gonna just block this off. I'm gonna just block this off because I don't feel like falling down there. And we got pretty lucky. Like, I can't believe how good this world is going. Because this is a treasure room. It's not like some random one that doesn't have anything good in it. Like, no, this is the one. This is the thing I need to get netherite upgrade kit. And as you can see, I'm being like extremely cautious right now. I even made 2 golden apples before I came in here just in case. And this is probably like the most blocks of gold I've seen in a treasure room at all, or in a bastion in general, because like, yeah, as you can see, I'm very excited because, I mean, 1, treasure room, 2, that's a lot of gold. But yeah, so I didn't break the magma cubes, so I'm definitely gonna build a railway system back to here so I can like build a little spawn area for magma cubes, and I can just have an infinite farm of like an infinite supply pretty well, and it'll be all good, all chill and relaxed, and then I can like fully explore this thing and it won't be as crazy and scary because I mean now I have full netherite, so like it's just gonna be, it'll be chill, it'll be relaxed. But yeah, as you can see, I'm not messing around. I'm trying my hardest to like tunnel in here and not get hit and not get hurt. But these magma cubes have a different idea and a different plan for me, because I'll tell you one thing, they are very reluctant and don't give up. Don't give up at all. Like this guy, this little booger. Hit that jump perfect. And I was like, you're not jumping. I was like, I looked at the other one, I was like, you're not getting in here. You're not coming in here. So I blocked it off. And I was waiting this entire time for one of them piglins to jump down here and try his best. to start hitting me up. But he didn't. And I was very surprised. This situation as a whole wasn't like the craziest thing. Like, it wasn't very tense. It went a lot better than another fortress because, you know, there's no weather effect to constantly be hitting you. There's no places to be throwing fire at you, which is nice. But there's a few times got hit a few times though. I actually ate one of the golden apples just to deal with some of these piglins right here, or hoglins. I think they're hoglins. Yeah, right here. I was like, you know what, that's a little bit too close to my liking. So I was like, I'm gonna just eat a golden apple. And I was like, I'm gonna break this one open and hopefully not get hit. I still get hit. These things were annoying. Like, don't get me wrong, the magma cubes are a nuisance, but these guys right here are annoying. I mean, absolutely annoying. I kind of wish I would have put sharpness on my sword, but the only thing it has, I think, is mending right now, if that. If that. And then you see a magma cube trying to sneak in there. Like I said, they're reluctant. They try their hardest, man. I'll give them that. They have heart. And now I suffocated that one, yeah. Yeah, he suffocated. I don't feel bad about it either. Don't feel bad at all. He deserved it. He did. Deserved to suffocate. I didn't feel like dealing with him. Goodbye, Jeffrey. And then that was it. And we got to the center. Boxed it off. Made sure nothing get in, nothing get out. Mainly nothing get in because I didn't want to die. Yeah, you see that guy? Blocked. And I didn't get all the gold because some of them I used as a wall, and I was like, you're just gonna stay there. And then this little guy, I told you, like I say, man, they are reluctant. They are always trying. They give 120%. And then, yeah, block up the holes on their ceiling. Make sure there's no lava holes in the floor to fall into lava. And then, bam. That's it. That's the whole bastion right there. Wasn't the craziest thing. I was very cautious. Very, very cautious. Yeah, I should have plugged that hole back up. Yep. One of them was upset, and the other one was like, I don't really care. And I was like, all right, cool, we're chill. Like, we're relaxed. we're homies. And then, yeah, he started hitting me up, and I was like, what the heck, dude? What are you doing? And then he was just baffled by the block of gold in his hand. He's like, oh my goodness. There's so much gold. I've never seen this much gold in one time. So, yeah. Then he attacked me when he realized what happened. He's like, oh, wait. You're not supposed to have this. I was like, I know I'm not. But give it here. But I walked out with a bunch of gold, iron, some diamond boots. I like the diamond sword. Only thing I don't like about it is the smite. That is a very lackluster upgrade kit. Love it. And then yeah, I get out of there. I just leave. Don't even look for another chest. Don't get the lanterns. Nope. Just gone. Gone. I leave. I said I'm not dealing with this. So I dip out, and here's me being a fool. And I was like, why can't I get up the staircase? It's because I messed up the staircase. So that's why I couldn't get up. But I get out of it, and I was like, all right, time to go home. So then make it back to the portal. And I was like, got the netherite upgrade kit. Now it's time to get netherite. And typically I dig for netherite, but I do not have a pick for that. So I actually built a creeper farm. And I'll put the person's name on screen. I want to say his name is Oink Oink. And I'm being straight up like Oink Oink like a pig. I want to say that's his name. I will put it on screen and a link in the description. So here we are trying to find a ocean biome pretty well. And there is one nearby because I had to go through it to get here. So that was pretty nice. And I have this sped up like times 4 or 5 right now. And it took so long to get supplies because we needed 23 stacks. Actually, it said 23 stacks of stone. It was wrong. You need so much more than that. Like, I mean, so much more. 23 stacks of trapdoors, which you need more than that. I would do like 50 stacks of smooth stone. If you want to do the smooth stone route, I literally just got to a point I was like, I just used anything and everything I had. So this thing's part dirt, part cobble, part smooth, deep slate. it just has everything. Because I was getting tired of waiting for stone and smooth stone, and I was like, I just want this thing to work. And one thing I did, instead of what he did, is he built a tower with stone. I just used scaffolding. I don't know why he didn't. I thought that was a better idea, just use scaffolding because you can climb up and down and you can just do this and build from the get-go. But, yep. Yeah, you think, oh, this would be enough to build it? No. If you're just building like a 1-layer creeper farm, great. I did all 6 layers. It took so much stone. It took so much stone. I mean, so much stone. And this creeper farm, I don't know if it's because of I didn't build it farther into the ocean, because I kind of built it like right on the cusp of it, and there's still a lot of land nearby. Doggo, please stop. A lot of land nearby, so there's a lot of things spawning, so it kind of affects the spawn rate. But I mean, it's in about 30-40 minutes I can get about 4 stacks of gunpowder, maybe 5 stacks of gunpowder, and that's with a looting 3 sword. Yeah, so if you see me pause, it's because I'm watching the video. So it's, if you build it better than I do, it would, like, it's good. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, it's solid, but it's not the bee's knees kind of thing. It works for sure. Yeah, but the resource, man, because I like using smoothstone when it comes to like the videos because it does look nice. It looks really nice. It looks really clean. But it took so long. And right here, I think I have like 3 layers when I'm doing this right now. And it was horrible. I had 3 layers with looting 3, and it was taking forever. And then eventually I was like, all right, I'll just build like another 2 or 3 layers, as many as I can with the blocks I have. And I did. And it sped it up a lot, but I definitely would like it to be, I'm definitely going to have to rebuild it when there's away from land. Because you can see there's a giant landmass right there. There's a bunch of monsters spawning on it, so it's definitely affecting the spawn rate. But you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it does what it needs to do. And that's all that matters. Is it does what it needs to do. So like I said here, until I get 5 stacks of gunpowder, so I can make a stack of TNT. It took forever. I literally sat here and just was watching videos the entire time. I mean, the entire time. And then I loaded back in. Excuse me. Because I think I gotta go do something. No, that's right. I clicked on Google Chrome here because I was loading up videos and stuff. I might have been playing Balloon Tower Defense 6 because I was watching videos of that and I was like, man, I kind of want to play some Balloon Tower Defense 6. But all in all, I need, if you have any suggestions for a creeper farm, let me know, or a way to get gunpowder efficiently. But after I got the stack of TNT, you can see some of the potatoes there, I went straight down to Y15, and this right here is where I got scared. I only lost a heart and a half. I was on the phone with my friend, I was like, I was so scared, give me 1 second, my dog needs it. But all this entire process was pretty quick. Like, TNT is so much better than sitting here using a pick and just mining around. Like, so much better. I can see why people do it now. That's why I want to get a better creeper farm, so I can just stack up a lot more TNT and come back in here. Because, wow, is this quick. And I'm in a flint still. Yeah. I didn't finish before my flint still ran out. Well, I mean, I pretty well finished, and then I stayed a little bit longer and I actually mined a little bit as well because I was like, I have a good amount. I'm like, I'd like to finish on an even number. So I did. But yeah. Entire process took 20, 30 minutes maybe, if that. Like, if that at all. Worst part was coming back through this gigantic tunnel. Is there were piglins, and I didn't have any gold armor, so they were trying to attack me, and it was annoying, and they were messing up my escape route. And then yeah, like I said, I just start mining. This is what I typically do. It takes so long. It takes so long. Would not recommend it. This would be like my last resort, honestly. At this point, I'm gonna just start using TNT constantly because it's so much more efficient. It's quicker. You place a block, and you go boom. So much better. So much better. Just bring enough flint and steel to do the whole thing. Because if not, you're gonna regret it. I mean, I only had 2 pieces. If I would have had like 2 stacks, yeah, I would have been upset. Because I'm like, man, I have to go back, get some flints too, come back to here, I don't want to, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, hey, all in all, we pretty well got enough netherite to make full netherite and I think 2 of our tools. Or maybe it's all of our tools. All but 1 tool, I think. The problem I ran into is making enough upgrade templates because it takes 7 diamonds. Yeah, I didn't have that many. So I had to get money. So I made 3 pieces of netherite. And I was like, alright, cool. Because I did my pick, my boots, and my chest plate. I want to say that's what I did. At this point, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them copper stairs, by the way. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's for something else. It's for something else entirely. And then I'm so glad the Nether has those little golden blocks for golden nuggets because it comes in so handy for this. So handy. But hey, we can make netherite. We can get the upgrades. I love it. It's delightful. And it just takes forever to do this process. I hate doing this. Like, I hate getting netherite because you have to smelt, you have to get it, which takes forever to get it. You gotta smelt it, then you gotta use a gold to do this, which I'm so glad I went to the bastion for. I'm so glad that you have to go to a bastion first now to get this because, man, them blocks of gold came in so handy. I mean, so handy. I had no, look at that, stack and a half of gold because of going to that bastion first, which was kind of nice. Like, I'm kind of glad they make you do those things because it's like, okay, it's not a complete waste of time to do this. So, yeah, not a complete waste of time, but it is what it is. Looking like, even with a blast furnace, look how it takes forever. Even with the blast furnace. Even with the blast furnace. Oh dang, no, I actually got enough like off the jump to just make everything. I didn't think I did. But yeah, I only have 4 upgrade kits, but I always save one just in case. That's why, like, I could make another right hoe in this video, but I choose not to because I was like, I don't feel like going to find another bastion. I got lucky with the first one not being too far away. I'm not going to risk it for another one, so I saved the one. I was like, I'll just get more diamonds later on. But yeah, here we are. We're about to get our first piece of netherite. I actually had to build an armor smith table. I was going to go get one. Yeah, I was going over here and get the one from my trading. Oh no, I did. I think I did. I think I spent the time to go get it. I'm surprised I did. I'm so surprised I did, honestly. I'm pretty sure I thought I made it, guaranteed made it. But yeah, get the armor smith table, go back, and actually start making the netherite. And again, just ignore all the copper. Just ignore it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it at all. Well, we'll give a little tidbit of the house because I was like, I've done a few things. Like when you open the door, you see the red berries there. Saw the house has some wheat. The back of it has some glowberries coming down the sides of it. You can catch a pumpkin right there on the other side because the other side has wheat with pumpkins. One side has just wheat around the house. I try to put a little bit more aesthetics to it. See, there you go. Got some cows. They're just paid actors. Don't worry about them. There's the red berries with some trapdoors, make it look like a flower bed. I want to see. I do things, kind of, when it comes to aesthetic things. Not really though. I'm more concerned about, netherite. And like, bam, yeah, netherite pickaxe. Yeah. And I was trying like, oh, what else I want to do? And I was like, you know what? I will just do my armor. So I was like, here's the boots. And I didn't know this. I didn't know netherite has knockback resistance. Did not know that at all. At all. Kind of makes me think like the other armors should have like side effects. Like, I don't know what the effects would be, but I feel like diamond should have its own thing, gold should have its thing, chainmail, leather. I feel like that should be a thing now, because that'd be really cool. Like, each one gives you a different effect. Not as good as, like, not crazy powerful, but, you know, just a simple thing. Of, like, maybe leather gives you, like, a speed boost, because it's, like, light. It's just, like, there. It's nothing crazy. Diamond could give, like, absorption. Or, I don't know, because that actually sounds kind of powerful. Yeah, just something like that. You know, just something simple. Because knockback resistance actually helped me a lot. Because that was one of my fears and worries about fighting the Ender Dragon is he throws you back kind of far. And if you're on a tower somewhere, he throws you back even farther. And don't get me wrong, I've flooded Nether with water to 1, keep Enderman away from me. And 2, in case I fall down somewhere. So don't worry, I already flooded as it is. But it's still very scary. So the knockback resistance is very, very, very handy. And then, like I said, I get full netherite, don't worry. But to do so, I can have to go on an adventure and get more resources. You know, diamonds, because yeah, I need a bunch of diamonds. I hate the fact that every template takes diamonds. Like, even armor trims take diamond. And it's just like, come on, man. I feel like it shouldn't be that pricey. Netherite makes sense. But like, desert armor trim, rib armor trim, you can't tell me it can't be something else. Like, really? It can't be something else. But I don't show any of the mining because it is going to be in another video because of what it pertains to. Like I said, I found something. I found out my mining spot, and so I'm not showing it here. So I pretty well just cut, come back, have diamonds, have everything I need. And yeah, I grabbed the wrong thing. I need a block of gold. Come back and just full on kit everything out. Like, I mean, bam, helmet, bam, pants, bam, there's a sword. Bam, there's an axe. Bam, there's a shovel. But yeah, the other thing I didn't do was a hoe because I didn't have, I could, like I said, I can do it. I'm just not going to because I like having one on hand just in case. But there we go, full netherite. The only thing I need to do now is put thorns on everything, not protection, and breaking on my armor pieces. And then kit up my sword, pick, an axe, and shovel. And I'll pretty well be fully set. And then hoe I'll get around to. But other than that, next episode will be pertaining to all the copper you see and what it's going to be used for. Give you a heads up, it's for building. That's why I have so many stairs. But we did get the full netherite. Have protection for and everything, thorns on some of it. So able to make netherite tools, everything that I really care about. I mainly just want like a pick and an axe. I don't really care about a sword. Like, yeah, pick, axe, shovel. I like a lot more than a sword. But if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. But above all else, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see all of you in the next one. But take care for now.